That's much better. This is Barry Joseph Wilkerson reporting live at his grandma's house, apparently. Um, but I'm going to be telling you about why we should be preserving our rainforests. Rainforests, the giver of gifts. What is a rainforest? That is the first question I want to tell you about, because not a lot of people know the answer to that question. Rainforests are areas that are located primarily around the middle of the earth or the equator, where the day and night are equal in length all year long, and where there is no difference between winter and summer. The temperature is always or hot, warm or hot, staying between 75 to 80 degrees all year long. And the weather stays the same year round with the humidity very high because it rains, making each year making the air wet and steamy and forming clouds that again release more rain and moisture into the air and soil. And by the way, jungle soil is very shallow, only 4 inches deep. Only 4 inches deep. Okay, 4 inches. But some of the tallest trees in the world grow in it. Some of the tallest trees in the world grow in it. Rainforests cover only 7% of the world, but a bit over half in just 7% of the world. Like over half of the world's wildlife population live in the rainforest area. Well, live in the world's like over half of the world's wildlife live in the rainforests. The largest rainforest area is in the Amazon in South America. Some small rainforests are found in temperate zones which have lots of rainfall but are not warm year round in such as Northwest America and Australasia. Where are the world but you might ask, where are the world's rainforests located? As I have said, rainforests are found in the tropics on either side of the equator, which is the imaginary line, big old circle, that runs around the middle of the earth. As I said, big old circle. These areas include the Amazon River Basin in South America, Central America, the Congo River Basin in Africa, which is that place, which is this African rainforest. Yep. Tom and friends do all the adventures. Right there. Southeast Asia, New Guinea, and parts of Australia. India and some parts in the Pacific Ocean. Parts of Australia, India, and some parts in the Pacific Ocean. Rainforests grow or develop in layers or strata or floors with different types of plants and animals at each level that depend on each other. in the level above or below. Oh, in the level above. Okay, for various needs. At the very top are the emergents. This is the emergence. Okay, I already read that. Canopy. The tallest trees in the canopy, which are the big green umbrellas that are from 100 to 200 feet high above the ground, where most of the noisy animals and birds live, and which stop most of the rain that falls. On the forest. Here, birds, frogs, monkeys, and insects eat fruits, nuts, and leaves, and fight very high winds that may thrash the treetops to stay alive. The next level down is the understory, which is dark and shadowy because very little sun shines through. Here you find bats and owls, smaller monkeys, snakes, lizards, and wildcats and frogs. Anything dropped from above is food for them. They in turn are not far from the forest floor. Here's that bit, and that's the middle bit, the understory. That's the understory, and this is the ground floor. Emergence. I can't. Okay. There's the canopy, understory, and forest floor. Which is very dark and quiet and covered with a rotting carpet of leaves, ferns, bushes, and giant trunks of canopy trees. As you can see in this picture, that's a giant trunk of a canopy tree. I'm guessing that's a Brazil nut tree, which I will talk about more later. Here reside the quiet animals such as the jaguars, snakes, insects, spiders, and anteaters. Here are the rivers filled with piranha and crocodiles. The rainforests are home to many different unique species of animals. Hundreds of varieties or however you pronounce it, of colorful frogs, some poisonous, some not, make their beds in the bromeliads high in the canopy. Sloths move very slowly to through the canopy and trees. Their coats are full of caterpillars feeding on green algae growing in their hair. Imagine if you had green algae feeding caterpillars growing in your hair. That'd be very weird and very cool. And every time you went to a show and tell, you just, like in a different school, you just tell them about the pets in your hair. Should be really weird and cool at the same time. Probably more weird. They climb down to the forest floor once a week to go to the bathroom. Jaguars live in the understory and can swim in rivers, unlike other cats. Pangolins in Africa, which is their African rainforest, as I already said, live on the forest floor and dig the dead leaves for ants. Jungle cats and monkeys move between layers of the forest floor and travel up and down to find food. Marmosets, for example, may be born and sleep at the top of the canopy layer, but they climb down to find food. And marmosets also have to put up with storms and are safer up there. As I said, they come down to find food. Some interesting rainforest plants that are worth preserving include epiphytes, which grow on trees or other plants. Their roots never touch the ground, which is a surprising thing for plants because they're usually suctioned to this planet called Earth. Wait, I'm not there yet, Ginge. Because they never touch the ground because they grow up high in the canopy where they get lots of sunlight. Some are called bromeliads and catch water like a bucket. There are big, thick vines in rainforests that grow from the ground to the top of from the ground up to the top to the sunlight called lianas that monkeys love to swing on. So if you're ever seeing like a movie with a rainforest in it, and you're seeing monkeys swinging on vines, are probably lianas. And you could probably tell your parents if you're a kid that the vines in that movie, for example Tarzan, are lianas. So yeah, that monkeys love to. Okay, the strangler fig begins as a liana, but later when it becomes a tree, the, when the vine surrounds the tree and kills it. So that's why it's called a strangler fig. It strangles the tree. In Africa, they are called wonder booms. Fungi is common in rainforests and don't need sunlight because they live off dead plants and animal matter on the forest floor. So that's why there is an abundance of mushrooms in dark oak forests in Minecraft and also in real life. The tropical pitcher plant is native to Australia and Southeast Asia. It collects up to half a gallon of water, and the smell attracts insects that drown in the water and become its food. Brazil nut trees, well, I used to pronounce Brazil nut trees, but it's Brazil nut trees, are some of the oldest and tallest in the forests. As I said with this is probably a Brazil nut tree because they're the oldest and tallest in the rainforest. They can live up to 1,000 years or 1,000, depending on the way, like how you say it and write it. Right now, like on the thing I'm reading this from, it's 1,000. Pods are hard to break or are hard and heavy as a cannonball. Only the agouti with its sharp rodent teeth can break through to the nuts inside. To the nuts insides. The agouti nibble on parts of them and bury them in the rest, or leave them for other forest animals and birds to enjoy. This is how most Brazil nut trees are planted. We must save our rainforests. They are becoming destroyed by land cleared for farms and cattle and wood in cities. Our rainforests are what have given us so many medicines, such as rosy periwinkle for cancer, and about 25 of Western medicines contain products that come from the rainforests, with many more still waiting to be discovered. The trees in the rainforests give us oxygen and help clean our Earth's air and water. They provide a habitat for many rare species of animals, birds, insects, and plants. If the rainforests disappear, so will the unique types of plant and animal life that I have described, and also the very useful medicines, like rosy periwinkle for cancer. It's very useful to have when you have cancer. So, very useful. Very, very useful. Rainforests are so much more than just a bunch of trees and plants. So what can we do to save our rainforests, you might ask? Most importantly, we must help countries and people around the world to see the need to create new laws to protect endangered species of trees, plants, and animals. We must educate the world about the importance of rainforests and spread the news that each of us must do our part and preserve our planet and protect Earth. And research must be carried on for the benefit of the future of all mankind. My personal hobby is trains. One of my favorites has always been Thomas the Tank Engine, which Mia is from, there's Thomas in the background, and Raoul is from. See the logos? That one's a little bit hard to see, but that one's a little bit easier to see. That one I got from Thomas and Friends magazine. Well, I got both of them from Thomas and Friends magazine, so I found that he and some of his friends can be used to raise awareness of rainforests and their importance in the world through some of the engines that come from areas of the world where rainforests are found. Mia comes from Africa, Kenya to be exact, and Raoul comes from Brazil in South America. I also know several other engines from Brazil, but I'm just gonna name two. They're two little wood-burning engines from the eucalyptus plantation, I think. They're also in a Thomas and Friends episode, so they're canon. I'm just trying to fix it. Others come from India and Southeast Asia. So much can be learned and shared. This is Barry Wilkerson, your average 9-year-old, signing out. In 3, 2, 1.